Alright, I'm making a poll real quick, hang on. This poll's gonna be like best healthy snack because I'm eating some dragon fruit right now. Okay. There we go. Okay. I put like normal vegetable. Happy Halloween. Oh! Happy Halloween. I'm so excited. I need to dye my hair still for it. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. I'm iffy. I miss Joshua a lot. And he's not having a good time either. He's talking about applying for like another job so that he can come home because he does not want to stay over there for a whole year. If things don't get better, at least within the next like 2 weeks or something. Because the way that certain things are run are not very good at this place. I don't know how much else I can say about it. I don't know how much I can say about other people's jobs. I don't even know what I can say about mine. Oh my gosh, speaking of my jobs, guys. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been displaced because of Hurricane Helene. And my school said that we're going to resume classes November 4th, which means I'm going to go back November 3rd, which is this Sunday. But the rehab center will not be reopening yet. They are not prepared to have students down there. They don't want us there. There's still really no way to walk there either because if as many of you know, the bridge to it got wiped out. The road to it was destroyed. I know I've like put videos and pictures of it up on the channel. No, it was a Hurricane Helene for my area. Favorite Halloween song? Ooh, I like the so I like a couple like actual song though. Probably like the I Put a Spell on You and Now You're Mine, 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 oh mine. Like that one from I like that one. The Time Warp is good. I like the Time Warp, but not a lot of people consider that like Halloween. Like, let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to your left and then a step to your right. Put your hands on your hips and bend your knees in tight. And it's the pelvic thrust. You can go and say yeah, yeah, yeah. That song. I want to do that dance list channel. I gotta remember how to do it though. You pay $11 for it. For this? No, it was like less than $10. Favorite Halloween movie, non-horror? Do you count Monster House as non-horror? Because I have people who say it's not horror, but people are like, no, that was so terrifying as a kid. But I don't think that's considered horror at my age now. So I want to say Monster House. Very nostalgic. Scary Godmother is also really nostalgic. I remember that one. I like really nostalgic ones. Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, that one's good. I Gotta Rock. Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas I like, but they're not like my favorite. I never even really watched them until more recently. Coraline's good. I like Coraline. But again, some people consider that creepy. Halloween Town, that's nostalgic. That's a good one. I do like that one. It's been a while since I watched it. Maybe I'll watch it this year. I really haven't watched any like Halloween movies yet, and that makes me so sad, but I just don't like feel in the mood for it this year, you know? Like, I turn on the TV and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I love Halloween, it's my favorite holiday, but I haven't felt in it this year, and I don't know, like, it doesn't feel like fall where I'm at. Back at school, it feels like fall, but like now that I'm home again, it doesn't feel like fall anymore. And like, I don't know, maybe Joshua being on the other side of the world is also affecting it too, because I haven't been. Normally, I'm so excited for Halloween. I'm decorating the house. I'm dyeing my hair for my costume. I'm getting my costume like super prepared. I literally just have a base of a costume. I'm not adding anything to it. Like, I'm gonna dye my hair, but I haven't done it yet. But I don't know. Like, like, as many of you know, Trick or Treat is my favorite like standalone horror movie. I've only watched like one scene of that, and I have to watch that every year, or else I'll like actually be sad. But I like was watching it, and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it this year, which sucks because it's literally my favorite time of, like, I love fall, I love Halloween, but it just doesn't feel right this year. Like, I don't know. I miss Joshua. I miss being at school where it actually feels like fall. I miss my friends at school. I just miss everything. Like, it's fall and it's dragon fruit weather. Well, like, I know it's like dragon fruit season, but it's like weather where I feel like I should be eating dragon fruit because it's like hot out. It's weird. Rumi's safe, but Rumi is in a whole nother state right now. Rumi's alright. Rumi got out. Same day as I did. I think Ray is trying to come out to us right now. Congratulations. You don't need to keep repeating yourself. We heard you. You're gay. You're identifying yourself. Thank you for that. Anyway. Yeah, I miss Rumi too. Because Rumi would help get me in the Halloween spirit. Because Rumi loves Halloween. We literally have had our dorm decorated for Halloween the entire time we've been at school. Because we both love Halloween that much. And like, we've made a joke that our dorm's just gonna be Halloween themed all year. Like, Rumi would make sure I was in the Halloween spirit. I think part of like just not feeling up to it is, you know, Joshua is gone and like I'm not at school, so I don't have any of my friends. I'm not as distracted as I thought I would be with Joshua being gone. It just sucks. Like, when Joshua first told me that he had to go to the other side of the world for work, I was like, okay, you know what? A year's not bad. I'm gonna be in school. I'm so busy all the time anyway. Like I would be so busy. Like, I've got all my clubs that I barely have time for. I've got my ambassadors. I've got like the rehab center. I've got everything. But now I'm like not able to be there, and it sucks. What the hell even is preppy? Like, I always thought that those were like the tennis people. Apparently that's not what it is. I always thought of like the people who play tennis when I thought of preppy. Like, what does that even mean anymore? It's basically a funny thing. Okay. I don't keep up with the... Is that technically a Gen Alpha meme? I don't know. You know what's worse, Valentine's Day? Honestly, no. Because I've done like I feel like the past 3 years, October has just been so awful. Like, freshman year of college is when, like, the end of September, like, going into October, my boyfriend of 2 years left me. Right? And then last year, during October, like the middle of October, my boyfriend at the time left me. And then this year, during October, Joshua left for the other side of the world. We're still together, but he's not physically here. So like I feel like October is just getting like worse and worse, and I don't know. He'll be back by next October though. Like he's basically coming back the same time he left, which is nice that we can spend October together and like do Halloween and do all the couple fall stuff. Cause I've never gotten to do the like couples like fall stuff with anyone. Even the person I dated in high school, he didn't like do the pumpkin patch or actually no, we did go to the corn maze the one time. But like I don't think he really wanted to be there. But like we never have done like pumpkin carving or anything, so it's gonna be worse to me. I don't know. I feel like Valentine's Day I can handle it. I've never. I like Valentine's Day because the colors, they're pretty, but I've never been like the biggest. Actually, that is so not true. I always planned like really cool stuff for Valentine's Day. I've never had anything planned for me, is the thing. You know, like Joshua like is the only person I've had who like genuinely plans dates that aren't just going to get fast food. You still have your daughter? Oh, Bubbles. Yeah. Who is my other daughter? Bubbles, Lane. I say Lane is my daughter. We had like this whole joke over the summer that Lane was my daughter, and like her friend was like her friend's not homosexual, by the way. This was like a complete joke of saying that she was because of this like one shirt. I don't even remember what the shirt was, but she was like wearing this one shirt one day, so I would say taking my daughter and her homosexual, like I would say real funny, her homosexual best friend to Walmart. Then there was a joke that this one person was like the dad of Lane, but me and him were no longer together. And we left Lane on the step of a firehouse, but she came back. Like it was, we had this like whole story. It was so funny. Josh is your Pookie Bear. I feel like he would hate me. Actually, let's message that. I'm gonna message him and say like love you Pookie Bear and just see what he says. He's gonna message me and be like, I was at work, what is wrong with you? But I don't know, like, I look back on Valentine's Day and I only really remember this one. And our vacuum is now running around. Will you shut up? So there was this one, and I planned this entire picnic. Valentine's Day was on a Monday that year too, so I had to get the food the day before because the place wasn't open on Mondays to go get the food. But I got food from me and my boyfriend's at the time favorite restaurant. I set up an entire picnic in my backyard. I raked out all the leaves, like I decorated. I have pictures of it somewhere. It was really nice. Like I had this like string of lights. I had little clips that had like pictures of us like on it, including I think our junior prom pictures? I think because junior prom had already happened, and like just pictures of us over the years because we had been friends leading up to it. Oh, keep in mind, this is the 2-year relationship that the guy ended over the phone. Like, this is the type of effort I was putting in. I had to pretty much remake the food the next day so that it was, like, fresh, like, out of the restaurant, and all that, and, like, I had candles, I had, sparkling cider, etc., etc., and like that's the kind of effort I was putting into relationships. And sorry, I had to keep like putting my foot out to stop the robot from going over my computer wire. That was the kind of effort I was putting into the relationships where they left me. Josh was the first guy I've been with who like actually has planned dates, sort of. We haven't actually oh, there's paper on the ground. I was like, what is that? We haven't really had that many dates. I mean, we were only together about, like, it was literally 2 days after the 1 month mark is when he left. But like the dates we have had, it was like I remember our first date, right? So my town is 4 hours from where he lives, but we met in person in my town because he was there for like sort of a like hiking thing, somehow related to work. I don't remember the exact thing with it. But we met in town, and he was like, oh, like we talked for a bit, and like he asked if I wanted to go on a date, and I agreed. But he didn't really know what there was in town, and I'm indecisive, so I literally just said, like, these are all the restaurants in town. There's also this place, but it's uber expensive, and you need a membership to go there, so that's why I'm not gonna, like, that's why we're not going there. And I told him, like, this has this kind of food, this has this kind of pricing, etc., etc. We ended up going to this, like, kind of small Italian place, but it was, like, not that good. Their menu was significantly smaller than it was the last time I had gone. Like, they changed their menu. It wasn't the best, but we still had a lot of fun, and I took him to the rehab center to meet some of my ambassadors, and I took him up on this trail on campus. We brought the dogs with us, but then he was like, hey, we both kind of planned our first date. He was like, I really want to show you this overlook up on a nearby mountain. He said, like, it's just past your town. And I thought he meant, like, the one in town. He meant the one, like, actually past town and straight up in Tennessee. Like, but I knew where we were going. We were going to a pretty populated trail. Like, I kind of knew the trail. I just didn't know the, like, exact overlook. But again, it was a really populated area, blah, blah, blah. You know, first date safety and whatnot, because I'm totally a serial killer. But we both kind of planned that date. I'm trying to think of what else. What was our second date? Oh, our second date, he fully planned that, actually. He fully planned our second date. Which was, like, going to a nice restaurant and getting ice cream and then, like, going to this little park. That was the day that he told me about him having to leave. And it was, like, a nice restaurant, and, yeah. It was in another town, too. It wasn't in my school town, but it was, like, a town we were both really familiar with. Third date was the hurricane. He did message me back. He just said that he loves me and he misses North Carolina. He misses being, like, at his other workplace. Let's see. Our third date was him evacuating me from the hurricane, and the third... Would you stop with my wires? Go away. Go to the living room. I don't like this vacuum sometimes. But... So, our third date was technically, like, third/4th date in one, because we were, like, together for, like, a couple days, which was really nice. And of course he planned most of that because he had the car. Like, most of what we were doing, he also knew the area, because I really didn't know the area. I also scared my parents by being like, yeah, so my friend is getting me, and because I wanted to tell them in person about him, and yeah, oopsies. Hang on, I'm gonna message him back. And then right before he left, we basically had, like, 5th and 6th date, because again, I was with him for, like, multiple days, and you guys got to see live streams of that. But yeah, it's only a month before he left. I need to stop peeling this. I've been, like, peeling, from Maryland. Bros in Maryland? Do I know you, actually? Like, I know a lot of people in Maryland. Oh. You know, actually, I don't think anyone I know would make their username Repper. I've got a lot of family in Maryland, too. Will you get off my computer wires? Go. Get. I have dishes I gotta wash in a few minutes, but yeah, so like, why did I don't know, I got on this rant because I was talking about date planning. Joshua was the first person I've been with who's genuinely like planned dates, and it's really nice, you know? I don't know. I feel like we get less time to talk. You know where I live? Oh yeah, drop the address. Do it. Drop the Addy. Tell me the address. Is Addy even the right word? I don't know. Drop the address. Tell me where I am at. I want coordinates of where I am at. I want an airstrike. Don't actually send an airstrike, guys. That would hurt Scooby, and I would cry if Scooby got hurt. What is winning so far? Okay, common fruit and common vegetables. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I like me some cauliflower, which I don't know is really a common vegetable, but I'm gonna count it as one. Would you get out of here? He is not doing the little robot does not need to be cleaning in here because we have not been eating in here because I've took over this entire area for my like dorm room. I don't sleep in here, but you know, I do all my work in here. Oh shoot, no, my Dr. Mike video.
Everyone who hates ads.
Oh, I accidentally closed it. Okay, how's my shorts doing? I posted 2 shorts right before this about the hurricane. But I miss Joshua a lot. Like, I normally watch tons of horror movies during this month. I maybe only watched a few of the like Halloween short things from like the film festival thing. But like I haven't actually watched I watched Hellraiser with Joshua, so there's that. But like I haven't watched Trick or Treat, I haven't watched Halloween, haven't watched Nightmare on Elm Street, which is like another kind of like favorite of mine. I haven't even watched Saw. Well, Saw's not like Saw's not like a horror Halloween film. It's just horror. That's not like I guess when you think of Halloween, you don't always think of like Saw. That's more of just general horror, like year-round horror, you know? Does that make any sense? I feel like the others are more like actual Halloween-ish. Of course, I have not seen Scream at all this year. I haven't watched Friday the 13th. I haven't watched Halloween Town. I did watch Wait, did I watch? No. I watched Hocus Pocus with Lane back when we were at school, though. Even though it was still September, because Lane really likes the, like, Disney Halloween movies. Yeah, Hellraiser's the pinhead guy. So, like, we watched, like, Hocus Pocus 1 and 2, and Hubie Halloween, and, like, Spooky Buddies. There's probably some other stuff we watched, but I don't remember all their names. I kind of want to watch Monster House now, though. I used to really like that movie. Like, it's so nostalgic. Spooky Buddies is just you and Josh. Nah, bro, Spooky Buddies is, me and Rumi, because me and Josh were more than buddies. Lane! She hasn't been able to connect the internet to finish the lab, but she doesn't want me to do this part of the lab, because I've done most of them. Because, like, I just, like, did 3 parts of it real fast without realizing I was doing 3 parts of the lab. And she was like, let me do the rest. Oopsies. Rumi doesn't want to share their name, so we're just gonna refer to them as Rumi. Oh my gosh, Rumi is probably watching Two Broke Girls without me, and that makes me so sad because we were watching that together. But I don't have access to that show with all of my subscriptions, but she's got the subscription that has it. Rude. I need like an arrow symbol, but why is there no arrow symbol? Is there one here? Oh, there is. Perfect. But yeah, no, I love Two Broke Girls. It's such a like a random like, I don't even know where the obsession with that show came from with me and Rumi, but we just kind of were like, oh my god, let's watch this. Oh my gosh. No, I want the square root to be over the entire thing. God dang it. Everyday life of a New Yorker. Yeah, that's kind of facts though. I'm clearly not a New Yorker, but I understand. I am 20, and I just messed up that equation. Okay, will it work now? There we go. Is that real cheetah skin? No, and it's also jaguar print, because there are rosettas inside the spots. Not all of them, but some of them have it. You can kind of see the spots inside spots. That's what makes it jaguar print versus leopard print. Yeah. I love me some jaguar print. And leopard print. Also, I like the spots. No, that's not common knowledge. That's just because I'm weird. I really miss Joshua though. And like he's not enjoying his situation with work, and like nobody's enjoying this situation at all. Like I was hoping he'd at least like have something out there, because it's like, hey, cool, you're like doing something new, you're in another country, like maybe you'll have fun with that. No, he is not. He does not want to be there. It was cool at first, he does not want to be there. But oh my gosh, y'all, these equations, putting equations into like documents is so annoying. And like my teacher does not let you write it down, take a picture, and add it to the document. It has to be typed. You are not allowed to write it. It's absolutely insane. Can I like copy paste? That makes my job a million times easier. I also need Lane to double check the things I wrote, because like while I can find out the answers and all that, I can't always like write them properly. I'm not good with words. Joshua has yet to like actually say anything about me like calling him Pookie Bear. Do I know India? Like, do I know of the actual country? Yes, I know of India. I'm always asked that. You guys, I have a lot of viewers from India. I know of India. I have a cousin who married a woman who is from India. I was at their wedding. Oh my goodness. I know India, guys. I've never been, but I know of India. I know like general idea about India. Oh my gosh, one of my hurricane videos has 400 views already. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's like little, it's like little clips from different parts of the hurricane, like before it happened, after it happened, etc., etc. Emma says she's feeling better. Okay, that's good. Um, I made like little shorts out of these clips, and I still have more clips that I might upload. And let's be real, I'm gonna be in more hurricanes, so I'm just calling them Hurricane Diaries. I'm like watching like a live like count of my views in the last 48 hours, and it keeps going up. She's not saying it back? That is rude. That's rude. One day, I want to be able to look at my subscriber count and see it like go up in live time. You know how people like have like their like thousands, like hundreds of thousands, or even like millions of subscribers, and you can see it like constantly moving. I want that so like I want to see it move just once. Someone subscribe real quick and then you can unsubscribe, but like I want to see it move. Dude, I know exactly how you feel. I used to have like the biggest crush on this one guy at school, and we had like every class together. I ended up dating him for 2 years, and it was absolutely horrible. I'm just messing it, yeah. This people paid for subs, they're all bots. I'm gonna be real, I've only got like 2,000 subscribers. I really don't think there's that many bots wanting to really engage with that. What did he do? Just not the most decent person. Like, just not the most decent person in the world, you know? I know you subscribed. I remember that. But no, my ex was not a decent person. Joshua would probably say so many choice words, but I feel bad kind of like saying things. People that stream nothing but watch their subs go up, they're shelling out money for bots. No, I don't mean the people who stream, but I mean like, you know, the videos, the shorts where people are like, they're, oh, I just saw it go up, guys, it moved, it went up one, it went up one, that was cool. I mean the people who like, they're close to 1 million, so they just start filming it, and you can kind of like see it moving, you know, like when they're getting close to like a big milestone, so they start filming so that they have it, is what I mean. Oh, that was you? I saw it move, guys. Okay, my day has been complete. I saw it move. That's all I needed. The vacuum's back for some reason. How are you? I'm alright. I dated this boy that wouldn't talk to me for like 2 weeks at a time. Broke up with him. He cussed me out, and I don't know why. It's his fault. He never talked to me and cheated on me. My relationship was not a good one with the person I dated in high school. I actually dated 2 people in high school. One of them I only really dated for a month, and not a lot of people remember that. But when that relationship ended, he's the guy who like followed me around campus. So, yeah. But the guy who I dated for 2 years in high school / early parts of college, it was not a very healthy relationship. I don't want to say the exact things because, like, people who know me generally know who I dated for 2 years, and I don't think they really need to know all the details of, like, what was going on in that relationship. My family doesn't know a lot of what was going on in the relationship. But, like, it wasn't the best, you know? I feel bad kind of, like, if I were to say things to kind of, like, put him under and stuff when he can't defend it. Because maybe there were things that I did, too, that weren't the best, and I just don't realize it, because that's not my side of the story. So, yeah. What's my name? My name is Red. Have you ever been stalked? Yeah, I was stalked in high school by an ex. Around campus. He would, like, follow me. It was creepy. did not like at all. But yeah. Also, my thumb is healing after Scooby bit it. He bit it hard enough to where I was in enough pain to be passing out, and I still don't know if I like fell on the couch from passing out or if I laid on the couch, because I thought I was gonna I have no clue which one. I just know I was on the couch. I am in college. I've just been sent home due to Hurricane Helene, and this robot is pissing me off. Stop hitting my table. I literally moved him into the living room for a reason. Gosh, I gotta lift up my wires. But yeah. I don't have any sort of schizophrenia, but I have these hyper-realistic dreams to the point where there are many days I'm not 100% sure if I'm in a dream or not, and I've never told a doctor. I don't even think I've fully told my family the whole part about I don't really know if I'm in a dream or not. Like, because a lot of my dreams, they end with me laying back down, and I'll wake up and I'll think that those things happened, you know? And that's actually pretty terrifying. Because you're just saying hi sister over and over, and you asked how are you, and I've been kind of talking about like how I am. Well, no, dude, I mean, like, I've never even told my pediatrician to know if it's something, like, with my sleeping that's messed up. What are you, stop it with the paper. Give me the paper. I saw the subscriber account go up again. Well, if you've been listening to a word I've been saying, you would kind of know how I am. Text me, then said, "You're so pretty, can we get back together?" And I said no, and he said, "I guess you never changed, you're still up." Oh, my ex said a lot worse things when we were still together. Well, maybe not a lot worse, but he just said some things that, like, you probably shouldn't be saying to the person that you're dating and that you're telling you love them, you know? Oh my god, this dang robot, go away. Thank you. So, like, something about me is I'm someone who needs a lot of affirmation when I'm in a relationship. I will feel like, no, my name is not Emma, he's replying to someone in the comments. My thing is, I need a lot of affirmation when I'm in a relationship. I will always feel like I'm not fully enough. I will feel like I'm not doing enough. I will feel like they aren't trusting me with, like, certain things because they feel like I can't handle it, stuff like that, you know, like, I constantly feel like that kind of stuff. And, like, it's not as bad now, but it was so much worse when I was with that boyfriend who I was with for 2 years. And I asked him, "Is there anything about me you would change?" And he said 2 things. Or no, these were 2 separate questions. The first one was, "Is there anything about me you would change?" And he said my weight. I was 170 at the time. You know, I was a little overweight, but I was pretty self-conscious about it. And he knew it. And a lot of my weight had been due to some heavy medication that I was having to take. Right? And then another time, I said, like, if I ever got plastic surgery, what should I get it on? Because I was, like, genuinely, like, looking at, like, my eye and how it was, like, super dark, and I was, like, thinking, like, I might need, like, some sort of Botox there to fix it, to help, like, even it out. And he said boob job. So, yeah. Oh, someone asked what am I studying? I'm a pre-veterinary major. Hoping to go into vet school. You never met? Those are always so sketchy. When, like, you don't get to actually meet them. But, like, I also get that situation because I've been in that situation before. Because, like, for, like, a hot minute there, like, I tried the dating apps thing. And, there would be some people who I'd be talking to for a while, and then they would, like, ghost me or, like, just something. I've had people send me highly inappropriate pictures the second they got my phone number after, like, a while of talking. Like, they wouldn't even say hi, they would just send very inappropriate pictures, so I'd be like, I'm gonna say no to that. I started getting so tired of that happening, because it happened so often, that I literally would just reply with, like, a magnifying glass or something, like, like, I was so done. So, like, yeah. What dating app? I have used Hinge and Bumble. My friends signed me up for Tinder and made me a profile, but I never used it. My friends just kind of like scrolling on it to see the people on campus. During the summer, I let my friends take over my dating apps because they were trying to get me a date. Never ended up happening. I would match with people and then they would do like bad things or send bad things that they shouldn't send. But Tinder is not one that I really used. My friends just made me a profile on it and then I deleted it. So basically, I've used Hinge and I've used Bumble. And I can't remember if it was Hinge or Bumble, but off of one of them, I did date someone for a couple months, but they broke up with me as soon, like, this is the second relationship I was in that broke up with me in October when I was, like, back at school, because I went back to school, and, like, so this relationship, I still don't understand what happened. It was, like, a complete 180, literally telling me he loved me, and then, like, 2 hours later breaking up with me as I was, like, going into my shift. And I sat down at shift. And you guys know Gabe if you've watched my skiing video. I sit down next to Gabe. And I'm like, because I made a joke leaving the last shift. I'm like, my boyfriend says we need to talk about something important. Haha, I imagine he's breaking up with me. Like, as a joke. And I sit down and I'm like, do you want his concert ticket? Because he just broke up with me. I bought concert tickets for the two of us and the guy knew that. So that happened, and I never really had any other date off a dating app. But I mean, I've had family members like get married to people who they met through like a dating website or something, but my mom says it was eHarmony, but I'm gonna be real, like some of the cousins that she's talking about, I'm like, they're a little too young for, like, they definitely met their, like, person on Hinge or something, because they're younger than the eHarmony generation tends to be. But my mom is insistent that it was only eHarmony, and I'm like, no. But yeah. So, I really had luck with dating apps. I will say, my friends, like, they went to town on my profiles. They were swiping on so many people, and I would get, like, 2 matches. And they'd be like, what the heck? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a desirable person. What do you mean, what the heck? They're like, you have no flirting game. And I'm like, I have great game, I just not over the phone. How's class going on my end? Horrible. Let me read to you guys my midterm grades. And keep in mind, our midterms were online, and about 2 weeks of class were online, and I don't do good online at all. So before this, I had A's and like maybe 1 or 2 B's. And then we did online, and then we got our midterm grades. Let's just pull them up real quick. No, literally, I did pull Josh with my dog. Okay, midterm grades. Art, A. Comparative anatomy, A-, pretty good for that class. Leadership and Wildlife Rehabilitation B. In this grade makes me so mad because the reason I have a B is I got like a B minus on a presentation because leading up to the presentation, people were spraying me with water. And every time I said something, they're like, no, it's just dripping from the ceiling. And I'm like, no, someone's spraying me with water. It's really pissing me off. Like, after my presentation, I left. And I even, like, messaged the teacher because we all have her phone number because it's the wildlife, like, rehabilitation, like, person. And I was like, I'm sorry that I left, but people were straight up spraying me with water, telling me that it was coming from the ceiling, trying to gaslight me into thinking that, like, nobody was doing it. And I will say, I knew that one of them was Lane, the first one that did it, because it was right next to me, and I was like, haha, funny. People behind me were doing it, and these are people who were not my friends. These are people who were very rude to me, unlike Lane, who I knew was doing it, like, to be funny. These are people who have tried to, like, they're actively, like, not good people to me. They are very rude to me all the time. And, yeah. So I left class because I did not want to sit there and keep getting disrespected by the people that I have tutored for a fucking year. And when I say tutored, I mean I set aside hours making Quizlets, Kahoots, quizzes, like a ton of study material. I've hosted 14-hour study sessions where I did not leave the library for 14 hours because I was doing study session for one class, then another, then another, then another. We are not children. We are in college. We are maybe at youngest 19, at oldest 23 or 24 in that class. And one of the people who was my friend apparently was laughing about it. I was like, because I was going up to present and they were like, oh wait, where's the spray bottle? Wait, is this bullying? And they were like laughing about it. And keep in mind, I turned around multiple times and be like, who's spraying me? Please stop. Like, it's really bothering me. Like, etc., etc. And like, I was really sitting there like, I have tutored each and every one of you. I have helped you all. I have sent you study materials. Like, no more. I sent nobody the link for this. They've still found the study. Some people still found the study material, but I've started putting locks on them and then putting it in a class so that only people who I send a direct link to the class can access it. And I've been like I've started charging certain people. Not everyone, I'll admit it, there are some people who I've let in without charging, like Lane, my lab partners, like people who genuinely also help me with class or like help me out otherwise, but people who do absolutely nothing for me, I've been charging. Because just no more. I'm not doing it anymore. Especially if they're going to treat me like absolute garbage. Okay. Where was I? Microbio Lab A, Comparative Anatomy Lab B+. That's just because the labs are graded like really, they're graded really harshly. B- Physics. I'm glad I didn't get a C. B- Physics Lab. And then I have a C in microbiology because this teacher, I've had her before. She's insane with her tests and stuff. It's insanity. I've had her before and I always do really bad at the beginning of the class, but then I do really, really well on the final. So like, cause the final is basically a composite of all the tests before it. I tend to do really good on that. Yeah. I get bullied a lot, so I feel like, dude, I've been bullied since like forever. I've been bullied about the dark spots on my face, which I found out is a skin condition, so I get treated for it. I got bullied because as a kid I had real short hair, and like I finally grew my hair out, and my mom was kind of upset 'cause she liked my hair short, but I genuinely do like it longer now. I've been bullied because in middle school, around 7th grade I think is when this started, I tended to just wear like Adidas pants, like sweatshirts all the time, and low-key was like bullied by my mom about that. She, like, not like bullied, but she would always like try to pry and get me to wear something else, but that's just what I was comfortable in. Same with high school. I did get bullied a bit for weight. I was always kind of chubby as a kid. I was not unathletic. You know, I did soccer, I did gymnastics, I did swimming, I did volleyball. I wasn't I was decent at soccer, but I stopped that around 5th grade just because I didn't, like, I was in At the time, I was also in swimming and volleyball, and I really preferred those sports. Volleyball, you know, I wasn't amazing at, but I still really did enjoy it. And then swimming, I was actually pretty good at. For my age level on our team, I was one of the faster swimmers. And I still do love swimming. It's just pretty much the coach is the reason why I stopped. And then, so I didn't do a sport throughout high school. And then I will play golf every now and then recreationally, like actual golf, not putt-putt. I still do swim recreationally, and I even surf, I ski, and I skateboarded for a little bit. I was being taught how to skateboard. I have a nice skateboard, absolutely love it. My parents got it for me. But the person who was teaching me to skateboard tried to sleep with me, and I was dating someone at the time, so yeah. I do kind of want to get back into that. I genuinely had fun doing that. And like seeing as how I surf and I ski and stuff, I feel like I could figure it out on my own because I'm self-taught skiing. Surfing I hadn't done in years, like years. And at the end of this summer, I finally took my board back to the beach and I actually had a lot of fun. I'm not the best at it. It's been a long time, like I said, but I love it. Like, it's fun. And my friend surfs, and she's a surf instructor, and she was helping me out, trying to teach me how to duck dive. But we think my board is like too big for duck diving because I'm not a small person. I have a decently sized board. It's not like a trick board. It's just like a normal, like kind of leisure board, but it's not a long board. I've gotten bullied over so many things. I remember one time I got bullied because I didn't participate in gym. No, I got bullied for dropping out of the track tryouts after getting inflamed nerves in my feet midway through tryouts and having to go to the doctor. Like, I don't even have words for that. Like, I had to sit out gym for maybe 2 or 3 days. Like, I really didn't sit out very long because part of it was my orthotic was too small, and it was like, because I've got flat foot, it was pushing up against the wrong part of my foot, and it caused inflamed nerves. It was really bad. I had to drop out track tryouts, which really sucked because I was going for shot put. And at the time, I had the furthest shot put throw than anyone who was on the team, but I never got to complete tryouts, which really sucks. For a women's shot put, I cannot outthrow the men. I've had people threaten me. I've had people tell me my address at school. People who did not live near me, keep in mind. I've had people say they've ridden by my house because they were friends with someone who lived near me, and they've threatened me. A lot of, like, you know, crazy stuff. It was worse in middle school. Middle school was the worst of it. A lot of this was middle school. I remember one time people were making fun of me because I didn't participate in gym because I had an eye exam, but my pupils were like super dilated, and I just had those like plastic glasses that you slide onto your current glasses that like can fall off real easily. And like, brown eyes apparently have less sensitivity to light, but I have some really bad light sensitivity. And I told the gym teacher, like, I'll jog around the perimeter, but I can't do the core stuff. I can't like be putting my head down and like up, because if these fall off, I'm going to be in severe pain. And they're like, well, do you have your gym uniform? I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, we'll like mark you as like here and participating as long as you're like jogging around the outside the gym. And people got really mad at me for that. And I was like, you do not want me to get severe pain in my eyes and then fall into you while doing core, because I will hurt you. I got made fun of because I couldn't do a proper thing on the drums, and then I found out that there was supposed to be sheet music that the other student did not give me like they were supposed to, which is why I could not do the proper thing, and I didn't get a specific part because of that. I've been bullied over just about anything you could think of. I've been bullied because of the clubs I was in. I was bullied for being in not enough clubs. I was bullied for being in too many clubs. Like, dude, it doesn't end with people, honestly. You just gotta ignore literally everyone at this point, because even half the compliments you get are gonna be backhanded compliments. Like, I was telling someone that I was pursuing veterinary medicine, and it basically said, like, I wish I could set aside my goals of having a family for that. And I was like, because they knew that I wanted a family, and they were starting to take jabs at me for not just doing that right away. And I was like, I'm glad that you can put aside your dream of like actually doing shit with your life. Like what the hell? Like, I've got I've gotten so many like backhanded compliments like that, like, oh, I wish I could eat as much as you could. Girlie, I have not eaten a single meal all day. I am like, what? Shut up. Like, oh my god. Like, I wish I could be as confident as you to wear a dress like that. Like, and keep in mind, I don't wear tight dresses. I don't wear scandalous dresses. I like what? I was like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, just so many, like, I wish that I could set aside plans with my friends to study like you can. They like they kept insinuating that I had no friends after that, and I'm like, no, I just have actual willpower and care about my future and know that these friends won't always be there to support me, but my career can support me. Like, it's insane. Like, people are never satisfied with what you do with your own life. So you just have to ignore them all at this point. Like, I even choose to ignore 90% of the compliments I get. Like someone saying you're beautiful as you are. Like, I tend to ignore the like beauty comments just because like I've had so many comments on my skin, my hair, everything over the years to where like my hair is not my natural hair anymore. I've gotten it permed. Like, my teeth, I've gotten an Invisalign, and it like corrected some stuff that didn't, like, originally I just had it to like help with grinding and fix the clicking in my jaw, but they corrected like tooth positionings that didn't need to be corrected because I was told over and over and over and over that it would make my smile look better, even though it wouldn't really change anything medically. And it wasn't bad. It was like I just had two overlapping teeth. Like, it wasn't that noticeable. I've been like, people have criticized the way I dress, so I like try to dress different, and like I try to wear more jeans instead of leggings because I'm told leggings look trashy, and Adidas athletic pants, which I used to wear all the time, are trashy, and like all this stuff. Like, it just, that's why I don't even listen to compliments anymore, because it's like, as soon as I do what other people want, I'm getting a ton of compliments. Like, my hair used to be down to here. I love my long hair, and every day my mom, my blind mom, touching my hair, saying you would look so much cuter with hair up to your shoulders. It would look so pretty, blah blah blah. I finally did it, and she compliments me all the time, saying how pretty and healthy my hair looks. My hair was not unhealthy before. I did maybe need like 2 or 3 inches cut off, but like I did not need it up to my shoulders. And now I can't grow my hair back out, and like there's just so many compliments that I choose not to listen to because of stuff like that. Like, I was told a lot that I was overweight, and then I dropped 20 pounds. I'm getting a lot of like, I got a lot of compliments on that. I dropped another 8 pounds, and people are like, oh, did you lose weight, blah blah blah, like complimenting me. And I have to sit there and accept these compliments, or else it's seen as rude, even though I know in my heart I probably didn't lose the weight in the healthiest way. Like, my first year of college, I was very, very depressed because that 2-year relationship, as I said, ended in a very harsh way over the phone. It was awful. And like, I genuinely do not remember most of my freshman, like, first semester. I barely remember anything. I can only tell you what happened based on pictures. And even then, there's like just lapses in my memory. So like, I don't know how I lost the weight, and it probably was not healthy, however I lost it. Like, I get lapses in my memory sometimes like that. And I probably didn't lose it in a healthy way. Yes, I am a healthy weight now, but the way in which I lost the weight, I don't want to accept a compliment because I genuinely don't know like how I lost it, if it was healthy or not. Stuff like that. Like, I don't know why. Like, I choose to ignore a lot of compliments, and again, like I've said, I've gotten so many backhanded compliments. And I don't know. Like, if I don't go and hang out with friends, then I'm seen as boring. I study too much, blah blah blah. I'm throwing my life away with school. I go to one party and suddenly, like, you're not paying attention to your classes enough, and blah blah blah. And like, I do really good on a test, and it's like, oh, you're like doing too much. And then I do bad on a test, and it's like, oh, you're not as smart as you thought. Like, you're not as smart as like you think you are. or I don't do as good as some people in some classes and some people in other classes. And like with me and Lane, we kind of joke about that, but like other people will be like, I thought you were smart, and I'll be like, this is a different topic. Like it just, the world is just, no one is happy in the world. No one's happy with anything in their lives because they're all insecure about literally everything, so they decide to make other people like have problems. So yeah. Yeah, no, people, you shouldn't have to change for other people. If it's a genuine, they want you to get better kind of thing, that's different. But like straight up being like, you need to change your hair, the way you dress, blah 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 blah, like it's just so ridiculous. Like, no matter what you do with your life, it's never ever going to be enough for the people around you. Nothing will ever be enough for other people. It's only going to be enough for you. And you need to remember that. You need to hold yourself to your own standard and not what other people say. And it's hard to do. I struggle with it too still. Like, I preach this all the time. But again, everyone knows it's very, very hard to, like, follow. Why do I not have a grade for this assignment? It's very hard to follow, like, your own advice, you know? Like, everyone struggles with that. Everyone, like, people, so many people are good at giving advice, but they can't follow it themselves. And, like, I kind of struggle with that. I say all this, but then things get to me very easily. And I think part of it is just, like, knowing how much I've helped, like, other people in their classes and stuff, and they still choose to be very rude to me. Stuff like that. Okay, Ripper, how about let's not do that? I'm not very good at cheering people up. I'm just good at motivational speaking. But how about let's not do that? Let's not hate ourselves. Let's, like, look at these other people and be like, there's nothing going on in their lives to the point where they legit have to criticize another person, and that's just sad. That's kind of partially how I look at it. Like, I have a friend, and she means well. She does. She means well. But she criticizes my relationship a lot. And what I've noticed is that she tends to complain about her relationship a lot and tells us things about how, like, she doesn't see her relationship as going anywhere and stuff like that. But yet she'll criticize my relationship. You know, so you always gotta think, like, these people do not have a good like, these people may not have the best grip on their life, they might not understand what they're doing in their life, but here they are criticizing mine. They have no right to do that kind of thing. But again, my friend, at least with some, like, the things that she says, she means well, it's just she doesn't word it the best. I have to sit there and, like, digest her wording and, like, pick it and be like, okay, what message is she trying to send here? Because her thing is just, she's worried that, like, me and Joshua, like, we were only really together for a month and we were already saying I love you and stuff. And I was like, okay, but in perspective, he was leaving for another country. We didn't want to have that moment over the phone because we knew he was going to be gone for a long time. And we knew that we were going to want to say these things to each other during that time. We did not want to say that for the first time over the phone kind of thing. So, like, you also got to figure out, like, who means well, who's trying to do well by you, and who's just trying to tear you down, kind of thing. It's a bit easier to tell once you understand people's wording, but people who will flat out tell you that there are things wrong with you is bad. Those are not people that you want around you. Those are not your friends. I used to have friends like that because I thought that that was what I genuinely thought that's how friends worked for a very long time. A lot of people who know me know that for a long time I had a general distrust of females because one day I just kind of was like, they're always talking horrible about me, they're always sharing things about me, like, I don't do that to them, I'm really confused. So, like, throughout high school, I only hung out with guys, or I tried to only hang out with guys and very minimal girls. Or at least after my, like, first year of high school, because I was friends with some girls, and they're kind of part of the reason why that distrust of females. And then it didn't really go away until, like, my second semester of college. Because, like, even my roommate, I have nothing against my roommate. She's so sweet. But, like, that general distrust, like, I still was struggling with that. And, like, I have someone who's, like, she's a really close friend of mine. And I knew her since the first semester of college, and I would hang out with her. But I didn't really consider her a friend until, like, almost the end of the semester. Because I just, like, that general distrust of females. And there's nothing wrong with these people. Jade, I knew Jade for a long time before I genuinely trusted her. And the reason I trusted the girl from the first semester faster is because I had other friends that were friends with her, and they never had issues about her. They never had to say anything bad about her. Kind of that thing. And Jade, like, it took a while because I didn't really know Jade that well. Like, it took a while to be friends. Allie, I knew for at least a semester, because we didn't hang out really until the spring, and I knew her since the fall, and I was not, like, really friends with her until then. Like, in general, I knew, you guys haven't met her, but Mish, this other girl, I knew her for a long time, and, like, I just never, like, first off, I never really, like, met her, but I knew her, and, I never really, like, talked to her until, like, the spring of my sophomore year, maybe. So, like, last semester / during the summer, because I just, again, that general distrust of females never goes away. During the summer, there was this one girl, though, who, like, kind of, like, and then Lane, I've always been chill with. We didn't really hang out until sophomore year, but I knew her since the very first semester of college. And, like, even then, it was kind of, like, strange, because, like, we weren't, like, close, and, like, but we were hanging out at, like, her dorm to study, but then, like, I started getting more, like, comfortable, and, like, now we're pretty much, like, we're really good friends. I don't want to say best friends, but, like, no, I'd consider her one. I have, like, multiple, I'm one of those people who has, like, multiple best friends, so I would consider her a best friend. But not everyone has the multiple best friend mindset kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. I guess I feel bad not calling, like, my super close friends my best friends. That might be part of it. But there was a girl who, over the summer, kind of reinforced my distrust of females. So I had to kind of work back at that. And, like, because pretty much now the only girl that I've been hanging out with is Lane, but that's, like, we mostly only hang out to study. And even that, like, because she was also my roommate during the summer, so she knew what was going on with this other girl, and, like, me being, like, super freaked out by some of the stuff. But, like, yeah, I kind of, like, reinforced that general distrust. It's crazy, though. It's normally having a distrust of men. No, I have a general distrust of females. Like, a general, like, it takes me so long to form a bond, to form a connection, any sort of thing with another female. But men, I'm fine with. I've had maybe, like, I know, my relationships, as I've said before, not the best, you know, like, that 2-year relationship, it was not good, it wasn't healthy, but none of the women were genuinely, like, they, like, maybe 1 or 2 people would be like, oh, I don't like him, but they weren't trying to help me. But I had multiple guys sitting there talking me through things, like, giving me advice, telling me what exactly was wrong, saying, like, this is not okay, like, really going through it with me. Like, I don't know, maybe that's why my perspective, like, that's why I feel differently about it, you know? Like, you know, the whole, like, would you rather be in the woods with a man or a bear? I pick the man, genuinely. Also, because I know what bears can do to you, especially if it's a polar bear, like, nuh-uh. Grizzly bears, they immobilize you and then eat you alive. No thank you. But also, like, I've been in the woods alone with a man before, and I'm fine. But I was told that that's the wrong answer, and I'm like, this is a hypothetical question, there's no wrong answers. Like, if I had to choose between hanging out with a man or a woman, I'm gonna choose the man. Like, especially if it's like one-on-one, because I'm gonna trust it more than, because I've had too many things with females happen. But the only things I have had happen with men were people who I was in a relationship with. It was never just a strange man. It was never a friend. It was never anything like that. It was someone who I was in a relationship or attempting to have a relationship with. Like I said before, people sending inappropriate pictures. But like, it was also someone I was attempting to initiate a relationship with. And yes, like, that kind of bothers me, with like the whole phone thing, but it's also like a disconnect, because the man's not there actively doing something to me. They're just sending me a picture and I'm like, I can't see what that is, so I'm gonna block you, like, kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like people get really mad about that perspective, but like, I've just genuinely had more women who like I'm friends with or don't know do worse things to me than men have ever done. Women are also more judgmental, in my opinion. I feel like I get judged more by women than I will ever be judged by men, except for like really certain like specific guys for some reason. But again, more women are judging me than men, I feel like. And I know that's not everyone's perspective. I know a lot of women would not want to be alone with a man. They would choose to be alone with a woman. But I don't know. I always feel like I have to explain that so much to people, because I've had people get like genuinely upset at me for that opinion and tell me that I was wrong for that opinion. And I have to explain to them, like I've had to explain to them, like, okay, well, my past is not the same as yours. You might not, like, that's fine if you don't want to be in the woods with a man, you'd rather be in there with a bear, but my past is significantly different than yours, and, like, that's just how it's always going to be. No one's ever going to be on the same page. I'm sorry. Do some people bully you? Do you better believe you too? I'm just asking. What? Do you better believe you too? What? I've been bullied, and I do still kind of get bullied. There, actually, in college, I've had someone try and spread rumors about me cheating on my boyfriend, at the same time that my 2-year relationship ended, when I in fact had never cheated on him. And not only that, but like, he ended the relationship with me because he didn't want to do distance, and I was like shutting myself in my room, and people started spreading rumors that I cheated on him. And they, like, this, nobody at that school ever even met my boyfriend, is my thing too. I've had people spread rumors that I am phobic of many, 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 many things, simply because of the town I come from. Because of my town. My town. They would not know anything about me. They would not even know my political like affiliation, but I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm from this place. And they would just be like, and leave. And I'd be like, okay, confused. So I've had that rumor spread around. I've had, this one's more recent, and this was a friend of mine doing this, and I'm no longer friends with them, but they were telling people that I was getting C's on these tests and they were getting A's, and they were telling people not to study with me because I'm such a bad study partner. I was getting A's, they were getting C's. I got hundreds on 2 quizzes in that class. There was actually a quiz, or like a test, in this one class, and everyone got hundreds except for that person. And people, like, at first kind of believed them, and then just didn't believe them at, like, the next semester when I was helping everyone with advanced wildlife rehab. Because, yeah, people stopped believing them, and a lot of people stopped being friends with them over that, or, like, they stopped kind of, like, really talking to him. Or they even, like, they'll still talk to him, but they just kind of in one ear and out the other. And I feel bad in those situations for him, like, genuinely, because that really sucks when people put up a front like that. But I also understand the people not wanting to completely cut him off. And, like, because I kind of felt the same way. I felt bad for this person. Which is why I stayed friends with him for so long, despite, like, how much they put me down, how much they tried to take credit for my stuff. And, like, they would go through these periods of being like, we're not friends anymore, and then come back at the same time that they needed help for class. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking. Like, I could probably go into my Quizlets and find their username under one of my classes. Like, right now. Actually, I'm gonna see. We'll look at Advanced Wildlife Rehab, because I know they were in that one with me. Oh, I think I removed him as a member. I removed a bunch of people when that, like, whole spraying me with water thing happened, and I was just over it. Oh, good night. Oh my gosh, let's see if Joshua's responding to me calling him Pookie. I have Snapchat pulled up on my laptop. He dismissed it earlier. He did not, like, say anything about me calling him Pookie. He just asked if I'm, oh, some people are offended by that word. If I'm special for fun or for real. I'm 20. I'm just gonna reply with, what? You're my Pookie, sad face. No, I'm not home alone. I'm, like, back at my, like, parents' house. Like, my parents, and then, like, brother's girlfriend, brother's all here. Who tries to meet girls on YouTube Live, LMAO? Do you support Palestine or Israel? Go find a political channel for that, because we talk nothing about politics or anything that would divide my viewers. Because that feels wrong to put my opinions in on things like that, where I'm not directly affected by these things, and I have not been able to look at things from both sides, because I've been too busy. Also, this just is not a political channel, so we don't talk about that kind of stuff. I don't know, I just don't want to become one of those YouTubers who's, like, known for political opinions or anything like that, so I try to avoid it. So when people ask me a question, I just say, like, it's not a political channel, like, go ask someone else. Please. No offense to anyone, I don't want anyone to get mad that I don't want to answer these questions, but, like, I don't want to, like, answer questions that will somehow divide my channel, you know? Because no matter what I say, there's gonna be people for the other side. Oh, hiccups. There's gonna be people for the other side, and people will get upset. It's like whenever people ask me who I'm voting for, and I just say, it's not a political channel, go find someone who's in politics, please don't come to my channel with that. Because, again, like, I don't want people to have to sit here and then be having fun on my channel, and then I say something they don't like politically, and they no longer like me, or they feel uncomfortable, and they leave. That's not fair. To them or to me. Oh, Joshua sent me a snap, but I can't open it on my computer. Okay, I'm gonna real quick check what he sent me. It's gonna, like, freeze my live stream. I'm so sorry. Hang on, guys. He's just not having a fun time at work. But yeah, no, it's the same thing of, like, what political party are you? Or, like, who are you voting for? What's your opinion on this? It's like, I'm a college student who happens to have a YouTube channel. I barely have opinions of what I want to eat. I'd rather not share my political opinions. I want Lane has to do 3 questions for our lab, but her internet's not working. But she doesn't want me to do them because she wants to do something. Oh, it's 3 a.m., so it's technically morning. Technically. Oh my gosh, I can start setting up for the video I need to edit. I was filming Poppy's Playtime, but like I got 40 minutes of film, but I'm probably gonna be cutting it down to like 15 or 20. And then film a couple more minutes because I never actually got jump scared yet, but I was still getting freaked out. So it still has usable footage, but it just, I feel like I need to film more. So like I'm getting like genuinely scared on screen because I feel like that's what people actually want to see. I almost started crying though because I'm terrified of mascots, and I keep seeing the game, but I kind of like blocked out the fact that you're basically being chased down by a giant mascot. And yeah. No longer excited to play it. I'm hoping I could have it edited like quick though, because you know, Halloween. What do you afraid of? I have like a video where me and Joshua, it was a live stream, and we were going head to head, and there were a bunch of different questions that we were answering about each other. And one of mine is, what am I afraid of? Name all the things I'm afraid of. So there's mascots. Actually, wait, do I even have the little papers? I want to read it from the little papers if I got them. So I thought I had them over here. I want to know exactly what I wrote. So I have some fears I didn't put on there. I have some more like deep down like personal fears. But I know that mascots was one of the ones that I said. There was mascots. I know for a fact I said insane asylums because Joshua said something about me needing to be in one, which, rude. Like, very rude. I think one of them was, like, being somewhere where I cannot contact anyone. And Joshua kind of had that one. He said, like, being on, like, a deserted island without your phone. And I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't have to be an island, but just anywhere where I can't contact anyone. I don't like being cut off from people, which happened during the hurricane, and that was really terrifying. Because, I was one of the few who had cellular data the longest, and then it just suddenly cut out. I was probably the last student to have it on campus. Thank God. But then it cut out, and we had to go to the library for Wi-Fi to, like, message people and stuff like that. And it was absolutely terrifying because I don't like the thought of being like cut off from the rest of the world and being able to contact my family. It was horrifying for me. And not just like a, oh my god, I need my phone. I mean like a, if something happens to me right now, I cannot contact anyone. I am from where you are, like where I'm from the coast of North Carolina, but my school's in the mountains of North Carolina. I'm 20. Oh my god, you don't have to spam me 50 million times. I told you I'm 20. What about my studies? Can you form an actual sentence? Can you form a legit sentence? Or are you not educated enough? Oh, I'm not gonna share my teachers' names. That's kind of an invasion of their privacy. That's rude to do to them. am I bruised right here? This hurts so bad right here. I think I bruised it somehow. There's a tiny bruise here, but it hurts down here. Ugh. Hello. What am I studying now? I am studying microbiome. My overall major is pre-veterinary medicine. See, you can ask questions without spamming and actually ask a proper question instead of just demanding the knowledge, okay? Thank you. I'm studying pre-veterinary medicine, which means that after I get my undergrad, I'm hopefully going to be in vet school. Where you go? This dang vacuum keeps coming back to go. You've gotten this area 4 times. Go away. Go away. But yeah, so hopefully veterinary medicine is the end goal, but right now it is pre-veterinary medicine, so like my actual major is called pre-veterinary medicine, which is pretty rare. No, I get real people who spam like that, and they don't do proper sentences until I call them out on it. Yeah. I have a lot of fans from India. I'm kind of used to it. That's why I kind of am like, alright, you need to stop and actually ask me a question. Like, again, I'm used to it. I have a decent bit of views from India. And for whatever reason, those are always the spams I get where they're not fully asking a question. I have an Instagram that's linked to my channel. It's in the description of my channel. Will you go away? Go away. Go. No. No. Bad robot. There's so many numbers that I'll use and whatnot. Let me make sure that I use 214 for my actual Instagram. Yeah, Red Jaguar 214. Gosh, there's this robot vacuuming my house and it's so annoying. Go away. He keeps coming in here even though it's already gotten this area. Are you asking me what my problem is? So my only problem is people coming in here and instead of genuinely asking questions, they just demand my information. That's my problem, which is what you did for the first couple, you weren't even forming full sentences or using proper grammar. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Grammar. And you were demanding information. You were just saying age, about studies. Okay? And yeah, Jaws is a little loud guy. My mom named him Jaws because he's a shark vacuum. I keep looking. So Scooby bit me and he punctured into my nail. He punctured my skin. It was a force hard enough to break the bone that I was trying to get from his mouth. And it hurts. And I keep looking at it and making sure it's not showing any signs of infection. Because that can be really bad. And my mom, every time I say oh, it hurts, she's like, why are there white streaks? I'm like, no. Mom, I know what an infection looks like though. I am currently in a type of medical field. Veterinary medicine's not the same as human medicine, but we still know the signs of infection, sorry. Because I kind of work with animals already. You're not too good at English. You can also just not spam the chat though with single words demanding my information. You don't have to spam the chat with age, study information, study, like, you can actually genuinely slow down, not spam the chat, and attempt a question. And not try to demand the information from me. Dog has rashes and is always itchy. How can I help recover his fur and stop irritation? Well, first I would take him to a licensed veterinarian because I am not a vet. I also cannot see your dog. I'm not there in person, and I'm only in undergrad studies, and I have mostly been working with wildlife. If he's losing fur, like, I don't know, possibly, like, the ones I've heard of maybe are fleas or mange, but again, I'm a student. I'm not a licensed vet. You should take it to a licensed vet. Like, I can look at a dog or an animal and tell you what's wrong in what part of it, but I won't be able to really diagnose it. I can give you a list of symptoms, like, I could say, like, possible diseases. If it's one of my dogs, I'll say, like, well, it could be, like, one of these things, so I'll take it to the vet and, like, specifically ask about all of these. Ask if it's, like, one of these kind of things, but I'm not gonna go and diagnose other people's pets. Could just be, like, simple as fleas, though. I don't know. I would take it to a real vet. Yeah, it could be so many things. Fleas is always the thing that I think of first, and then I think of mange. If it's, like, a rash kind of thing. That's, like, always my first thought. But I would really take it to a vet instead. I remember my dog, this is personal experience, this is kind of rare, I think. My dog had, like, rashes on her stomach, and it was, like, hot spots, but then, or we were told it was hot spots, turns out it was, like, skin cancer, because she always, / like, getting sunburned from laying, like, the way that she would lay outside. But I would take them to a vet, because those are just my personal experience / random facts I remember from class. I'm not a licensed veterinarian. Questions are in part D. What does Lane have? Lane's answering difference between kinetic and potential. Discuss kinds of frictions on limit of skateboard speed. Where in this lab were non-conservative forces acting? Okay, she doesn't have to do too bad. Bro, as if I would be doing OnlyFans. Ain't nobody got time for that. I barely have time to go hang out with my friends. You think I really have time to do that stuff? No. It is 3 a.m. and I'm still doing homework even though we're online. No, I've never heard of that. Speaking of not having the time, do I have all my notes taken for physics? Did I finish all of my school notes? I don't know if I finished all my notes. No, I definitely finished physics. Because I remember I was getting really annoyed at it. I have a micro exam I need to do by tomorrow at 10. I might just do it tonight. It's open note, so that's good. But this teacher didn't specify open note, like, if we can use our notes on our computer or whatnot. I don't... She didn't specify, so we're gonna use my notes on my computer instead of using all my printer ink to print it out. Because you're allowed to print it if we're at school, but like I'm not at school, and also I don't want to cost my mom hundreds of dollars in printer ink. Did I finish Skulls? I didn't think I did. Definitely did not. I dropped out in 10th grade. I wish I had the luxury. Unless it was for bad reasons, then I do not want that luxury. I'm getting to that point where I'm needing a break. I'm honestly to the point where, oh, God, why does this hurt? Why do you hurt so bad? I think it's from like all the knitting and typing and the mouse using and never really getting away from the computer. I need to start using my left hand more. I'm ambidextrous, so I need to just do it with my, like, do everything with my left hand for a while. Let's put this arm away, like, okay. No, I'm kind of considering after, like, doing pre-vet, if I don't get into vet school right away, I'm not gonna worry too much. Like, I'll work, but I'm not gonna go and take classes online. Maybe, I don't know. Or, like, maybe I'll wait, like, a semester before doing classes online. If I think I need any. I might take a couple, like, vet tech classes or something, just so I can keep up my education. Make sure I've still got, like, all my knowledge and whatnot. But, like, I'm getting to that point. This part of my arm just hurts so bad. I keep checking it to make sure I'm not actually seeing white streaks from my thumb, but it's also not on my thumb side, it's like over here. I think I hit it on something. Did I get bit by something? Like a spider? Maybe. God, it's been hurting like all day. I also felt so sick when I woke up this morning. My mom likes to have salmon in the morning, and like, I can't eat in the morning, ever. That's been a thing for years. Like, I cannot eat in the morning. I will feel very sick if I do. And if I do, I have to be up. Like, if I want to eat in the morning at like 9 with friends, I have to be up at 7 so my body will let me eat. And like, my mom likes to eat salmon in the morning. So if I wake up and she's eating it, and like I haven't been up for long and I smell it, I'm gonna feel so sick. I'm ambidextrous, but I'm so out of practice with writing with my left hand. I will do everything with my left hand, but I'm so out of practice in writing. I can do everything else. I just have not written with it. I can give injections with my left hand. It's only writing, because that's the only thing I don't practice. And I've genuinely sat down and practiced injections with my left hand. Like, I don't actually have like meds or anything in it, but like I practice like with the syringes and like holding it up to like a fake like animal, like a model animal or like a carcass or something. I'll practice it. Because I'm stupid. I'm gonna get injured and hurt my right arm. Yeah, I've done it before. I feel like I'm not even holding the pencil right. I used to be able to write so well with my left hand, and then I just stopped. I don't know why he's making. I think he's stuck somewhere. Well, he can deal with it. Shut up. I used to be so much better at writing with this hand. It's also kind of because the way this notebook is. It's like, kind of hard to get my hand in a good position to do it. misspelled that. I was not paying attention to what I was writing. Dude, he does need an attitude adjustment. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what's winning for best healthy snack? Oh, the vegetables? Nice. Vegetables and then tropical fruit. I was eating dragon fruit earlier in this stream. I love it. Vegetables though, I normally will like go with a salad, partially because like I like adding olives to it and I freaking love olives. But it also depends on what kind of vegetables are handy. For whatever reason, raw cauliflower, like recently, like that just hits different. Like just straight like raw cauliflower with like maybe a little bit of ranch. I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna ask you guys if it's weird. I had a friend once ask me to take a pregnancy test with her because, and I quote, "I'm never going to be pregnant anyway, so I kind of just want to do it for fun." Is that a weird thing for someone to ask me to do with them? Like, I don't know what's weird and what's not for female relationships. And this is someone who I'm super close with. This wasn't just like a friend who I'm not that close with. Like, is that weird? Like, is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. Like, I was like, oh, haha, funny. I never did it, but is that weird or not? I don't understand. I don't understand the appeal. I feel like you would get pee on your hand and then you're just sitting there and then you just feel gross and then you just have this stick that you paid for to pee on. Like in the same room together? No, just like take it at like the same time and then sit there and just like read it. I think she also wanted to test to see if like there was, because there was like something that she heard that if you eat like a certain food or drink a certain drink, like it'll come back positive or something. But I think she was getting that mixed up with like the lemon poppy seed thing and like drug test. Because I'm pretty sure poppy seeds will like show up as something on a drug test. But like she wanted to see if that was true. But like I never, like, I don't know if that's weird or not. She didn't want to like be in the same room. She just wanted to do it at like the same time and then just see what they said. I don't know. I don't know if maybe there was something she was hiding and she was just scared to do it alone. But like the way she was asking, I felt kind of weird. And I also didn't want to pay for something that I was gonna like pee on and know that it was like gonna be negative for a fact. No, well, me and her were already like super close friends. And I was with her all the time. She would like, I would have known if there was like a person that was in her life where those things may have been possible with. There was not, unless like she just wasn't telling me something. I don't know. I'm still in contact with her, so I know that she never had a kid or anything, but it was just, I don't know. I just never knew if that was weird or not. I don't know. Also, I just feel like I would get pee on my hand and I would not be having a fun time. Like, watch, that's gonna be the way, like, someone's gonna do that one day, you know, with their friend, and that's gonna be how the person finds out they're pregnant. Like, I swear, that's gonna happen. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Okay, so we're gonna compare my handwriting, right? I don't have good handwriting, by the way. So, here's my right hand, and here's my left hand. I feel like the left hand just looks kind of sloppy, but it's honestly not terrible, and I feel like it's kind of more legible than my right hand, probably because I was just writing slower. Because when I'm writing with my right hand, I'm doing like a mix almost of like cursive and normal writing, and I'm just writing fast. But when I'm doing my left hand, it's normally because my right hand hurts or is injured, so I'm writing slow anyway. That's not the standard bubbly girl handwriting. I don't even know what that means. It's like your chicken scratch. It's legible to me, and that's all I care about. Besides, I'm gonna be a veterinarian. I don't need legible handwriting. Too bad I'm not gonna be a doctor. I could not deal with human medicine. I don't know why. I can't. I've had too many weird things happen with me medically. I don't think I would want to go into the human field. Girls' handwriting is always rounded and bubbly with hearts. That is like that's a stereotype of girls' handwriting. That is like not accurate at all. Like, unless you're like elementary or middle school maybe, but like, bro, once like we're way too busy. Or if it's like a love note, we'll do that. But like, we're way too busy. Yeah, that's like such a that's from like shows and stuff. It's just such a random stereotype. Like, we are way too busy for that. Sometimes Joshua will send me pictures of what he's doing, and he just sent me a picture of like a desk and like a pen. And he's like, I got no paper. What? I got no paper. I love him. I did no paper. Wait, didn't I send him a snap just like that, like a few weeks? Is that why he's doing that? I sent him a snap one time, and I said like, I was in class, and I ran out of paper and a notebook, and I was like, I sent him a snap, and it was just like my hand like this with a pen on top of it, showing that I was like just finished the last page, and it said, I got no paper. Explain the cheetah jacket. Oh, it's my robe. It's technically jaguar print. There's like spots inside the spots. It's typically jaguar. Except this is like a mix of jaguar and leopard print. I feel like it's not like really one or the other. Yeah, most people can't. I only do because I obsessed about it as a kid. I want Joshua to come back to the United States and hang out with me because I get bored. Yeah, I love big cats too. I don't want to do these notes. I'm just gonna stop with the notes because I don't want to do anymore. Gotta figure out what I want to do because I don't want to go to sleep. I wonder if Joshua's done for the day. Do I draw? I used to a little bit. I might have fallen out of practice. I wasn't like amazing or anything, but I could do like a pretty decent Kirby and like also a somewhat decent like realistic oyster. I also have some oyster paintings I've done, but like I've only ever done 3, so they're also not entirely like the best paintings in the world, but they're pretty good for someone who really just doesn't like paint that much. I haven't like painted or drawn for a while. I've been doing more like instead of like paint draw crafts, more like physical like handmade like working crafts. So like I just got a candle making kit and I've been working on this. Been working on a scarf for Joshua. I've made like at least 5 scarves before. And I can also like make different types of stuffed animals and whatnot. Joshua wants me to learn how to make a capybara because he loves capybaras. But yeah, these are the colors that he wanted. He wanted like a dark green, dark blue. I was kind of iffy about the colors together, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Like the fact that they're all kind of like the same shade of their respected color, like the same kind of darkened shade, it looks kind of nice. I didn't like know how it would look. Did I just get my ointment on? It's fine. I'm planning on cleaning the scarf anyway. I'm gonna like, I've never done this before with a scarf, but they always like curl in like this. So I'm gonna try and like do it on like I'm gonna like do it on like a delicate wash, and then I'm either gonna hang it up to dry or just tumble dry it without any heat. I feel like hanging it up to dry might be a better option to like get it to not curl in on itself, but I need to look at the wash instructions for the yarn. I don't think you can machine dry it. Well, I feel like tumble drying would be fine though. It's just tumbling. That would be once it's done. Right, he really just opened my message and did not reply. That is so rude. Makes me sad. He probably opened it and then immediately like got asked to do something. How often do you... I don't think I've ever washed a scarf except for at the end of the season, or if like I'm skiing a lot and I'm wearing it and I get sweaty. What else? If I drop it on the ground at the ski resort, I will. But like I don't really like think about washing a scarf. My mom has a scarf that she wears for Hurricanes hockey games and like wears it at the house, and she'll only wash it if we like don't win, to wash away the bad luck. You know, he's still working. He's not having a good time. He said he snuck away to eat. That actually looks really good. Most neurotic fear? Like irrational? Feet. afraid of feet. I'm actually very afraid of feet. Joshua touched me with his foot and I started like crying a lot for 30 minutes. I hate feet. I'm also really scared of like mascots. I also didn't always have a feet like fear. I don't know like what brought that about. I'm scared of mascots. I don't like them. My dad always makes me take pictures with them. I'm not happy about it ever. I don't like therapists. They freak me out. I'm terrified of mental institutions despite never being in one. They also just freak me out. Yeah. I get freaked out. Oh my god, I get so many like copyright things because so many videos that have Eddie music keep getting blocked in Russia. But only Russia. Sometimes like some other country, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But like all my car karaoke ones, so I keep getting notifications about that. Oops. I'm trying to find my weekly... There's like a weekly like wrap up kind of thing. I just got a notification that I got it, but I can't find it on my computer. Where is it? Oh, maybe I need to reload this because it was like already open. But Joshua said like, I agree with not liking feet, but her fear of them is so over the top. I don't understand it. Like, because I don't want to touch my own feet. Like, I don't know why it's like that with me. I have no clue. I won't touch my own feet. If I have to wash them, I'm using something as a barrier between my hand and my foot, or I'm getting liquid soap and I'm like dropping it down onto my feet and I'm rubbing my feet together. I'm not touching my feet with my hands. I refuse. Putting on socks, I stretch my socks way out so I don't have to touch my feet. I don't like them. They freak me out. Sorry about that. I was originally just like a little grossed out by feet, and they would find it funny to touch me with their feet, to put their feet in my lap, to put their feet near me, and I would get more and more freaked out to the point where it's like a straight up like I'm terrified of them, because I like too many people were like touching me with them, and I cannot. I also don't like when other people touch my feet. I have to mentally prepare for it. But like I was making a joke to Joshua that I was gonna spit on him, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna spit on you. And I did like the noise. I did the. Keep in mind, I didn't actually have spit in my mouth, but I was just going. And he touched me with his foot, and I started crying a lot. Like he said, I was having like a panic attack over it, and I was like, was I? And he was like, it lasted for like 30 minutes, babe. And I was like, that was 30 minutes? Ew, that is so gross. Ugh, that's so gross. I don't like that. Hello. I seriously cannot find the, hang on. Yeah, I cannot find the weekly recap. Oh, where is the weekly? Oh wait, I can search my weekly. Never mind, that doesn't work. I honestly don't have a problem with hands as long as I don't think about it too much. Hello. I don't think there is a way to see my weekly recap on the desktop, because I'm not finding it. It's annoying me. Also, Josh will always roast me for not having my YouTube on dark mode, but I feel like having the black background confuses my eyes. Ah, goodness. I'm getting notifications that people from the live stream are following my Instagram. Cool. Let's see how the new shorts are doing. The only thing is YouTube Studio doesn't always like upload as fast on the computer as it does on the phone. That bothers me so much. Wow, the first Hurricane Helene video has a good bit of dislikes. 75%. Are people actually mad about me filming that? Like, bro, I was live streaming during that hurricane because they did not tell us to evacuate at all. It was actually really awful. We should have been evacuated. Anyone who's seen the videos or like watched the live streams while I was in the storm, they're actually posted as videos. You guys can go back and watch them if you want. I don't know how good the quality is, but I know some of the earlier ones, like I can tell you that some of the earlier live streams during the storm, definitely 100%, like you can see it pretty clearly. It was bad, and the school never evacuated us. Helene, I'm from my school's in the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina. We were completely devastated. It's worse than what they showed on the news. And our town is very tiny. Our school is under 1,000 students. It's made Fox News and like I think CNN multiple times. I only know Fox because that's what I've seen pictures from some of my friends of it on Fox News. And no, it wasn't called Martin. I can't remember what the other one was called, but it definitely was not Marvin. I think it was like Milton or something. So I'm trying to plug in my phone. I have to like move the whole like brick of like chargers up here. So I'm from the coast of North Carolina, and I was one of the few students who's actually been through a hurricane. And I was telling them all like, hey guys, you need this. You guys need to buy bottled water. You're not gonna want to drink the water afterwards, or we're not gonna have water. You need to like make sure you've got non-perishables. And people laughed at me for saying like, get gas. Yeah, guess who had a full tank of gas, enough water, and enough non-perishable food? Me. Guess who actually made sure they had food that they didn't need to cook? Me. Guess who basically gave everyone in the wildlife rehab center access to their dorm when they were able to leave on Saturday because their boyfriend came and got them in their Hyundai Elantra? Me. The only reason I couldn't really leave is my car wasn't gonna make it to the next gas station, because no matter how full my gas tank was, it won't last a 4-hour drive. I drive a Jeep, and there was no way I was gonna hitchhike to a gas station. But yeah, so hurricane, not fun. Had to leave my car behind for a few weeks actually before we could go back and get it. We did get it out of the town, and by out of the town I mean we took it over the temporary bridge so that we knew I could get back to it, because there's like a temporary bridge that someone made out of like dirt and gravel. Dude, I was in the mountains when this happened, but no, like I agree. I don't live right on the water, but I do live at the coast, and it's very nice. It's also very nice going to school in the mountains. I absolutely love both. Actually, like I prefer one over the other depending on the season. Yeah. I absolutely love the Appalachian Mountains because of like you really get to see fall up there. It's so pretty. Yeah, the whole Appalachian Trail would be good. Josh was roasting me for saying I had a quesadilla today. It had beef. It wasn't just a cheese quesadilla. Continental divide first from Alaska to Mexico. That's crazy. Dude, I could only eat half my quesadilla, but they're kind of like big from this restaurant. It's a place called Burrito Shack, which is like a small chain. I don't know where all it is. I just know it's on the coast in North Carolina, and there's quite a few. But like the quesadillas are pretty good, but they're huge. Santiago's. Here's my thing. We don't call it Mexican food because it's not like a. It's not like Mexican food. It's basically Subway but with like tacos, and the person behind the counter is Jessica from the local high school. Colorado's nothing but green chili. Wait, did I already do this one? Oh my god, I hate when I like lose track which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done. I have to like. I'm getting like shooting pain in the side of my thigh now. Oh my god. Still no sign of infection Still no sign of infection or anything, so I know it's not that. There's no discoloration, and like this is completely fine. I'm just getting like shooting pains though, like everywhere. It might be something else. I might have like. I typically get pain in this leg anyway. It's not that uncommon, but it's like no reason pain. He wants to see a picture of the quesadilla. For reference, this is half the quesadilla, and that is like more than I will eat in like one meal at times, because I just don't get that hungry. Like, I'll eat this tomorrow too. Like, it's, oh, what is on? Oh, there's like sour cream on it. There were supposed to be more things inside of it than just cheese and beef, but for whatever reason they did not put it all in this time. Which kind of bugs me, because there's also supposed to be like pico de gallo and sour cream, but hang on, I gotta send a picture of this. He has this whole thing where he worries about how much I eat, but like, I'm eating. I just don't eat a lot. I do have trouble eating sometimes. That's like a texture thing, not like a... He just said that's a pot pie. It's just in this container. He just said that's a pot pie. This is a quesadilla. This is, it looks like it's in a pot pie container, but this is a quesadilla, guys. It's a quesadilla. Oh my gosh. Like, that's only half of it. It's also like sticking because they put it in here when it was super hot and it like melted into the dish. But no, they didn't put all the like stuff that's supposed to go inside it. Like, okay, so basically the type of, it's called a guppy. Like, it's like the basic like adult quesadilla that has like the basic of the basic. It's got your choice of protein, cheese, pico de gallo, and then sour cream, you know, because I'm not big on like all the ingredients. Well, I asked for that and he started to put chicken and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I wanted beef. And then he only put beef and cheese. And like, I didn't realize it until I took a bite out of it and I'm like, this is missing like half its ingredients. Like, he put a lot of cheese, don't get me wrong, he put a lot of beef, but it's missing half of the ingredients. Like, dude, what? Oh, I can't eat Chipotle. Something about their seasoning. Like, I can't. I don't like the seasoning. I don't like the way their food is seasoned. I hate it. I have nothing against Chipotle. I just can't stand the seasoning. Like, I've liked it. It's just the seasoning on the food. You know who makes really good, like, chicken quesadillas, like, for no freaking reason, though? Cookout. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna go put this away because I don't want this to sit. He didn't believe me that it's a big quesadilla. That's half of it. That's huge for me. Like, that's a lot of food. Like, oh shoot, yeah, so Cookout is a Carolinas thing. It's in like North and South Carolina. It's really good. So it's this little like square it's this little square kind of building, right? And you can either walk up and order at the window, or you can do drive-throughs. Some of them do have dine-in, but it's kind of rare to find a dine-in one. And me and my friends, especially throughout the summer or like during the school year on the weekends, we like to go there very, very late, because they're known for being open very late, like until like 2 or 3 a.m. I think. So whenever we want late night food, it's Cookout, Waffle House, or Taco Bell, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like there's, oh, Insomnia Cookies, that's another one. Sorry, I'm like trying to get comfortable again. But Cookout, it kind of has your typical stuff. It's pretty cheap though. You can get like burgers, fries, and like a drink for like $5. Think Five Guys, but less expensive, almost. And it's really good. But they've got a lot of options. They even have stuff like cheese curds. They have like I want to say like 40 some flavors of shakes. They have, of course, you don't have cheerwine in Colorado. That's a type of soda that's found like North Carolina and southwards, kind of. I don't know if Florida has it actually. They might. But it's a soda based out of North Carolina. And Cookout is probably the only, sorry, again, I'm trying to fix my blanket, is the only fast food restaurant that I know that has cheerwine, and they also have cheerwine floats, which are really good, and I love them a lot. I remember, like, during the summer when I was just, like, really upset and sad about some things, my friends drove me to Cookout, and they're like, do you want anything? And I was like, and they're like, do you want a cheerwine float? And I was like, because I was so sad over like something so, I'm sorry, my blanket is like bothering, I can't get it to sit correctly to where it's like the like where the two edges of the blanket come together are not like touching my leg a lot. Like I don't like when I'm sitting on the part where the blankets come together. It bothers me too much. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to, wait, let me pull up some of the, have you ever heard of pelicans? Pelican snowballs? Do they have that in Colorado? I think they do. Those are like across the world. No, pelicans snowballs in Colorado. Like I can look up their location finder. Oh wait, they might not. Oh, they don't have one there yet. They're in a lot of states though, so they've got them in like Alabama, California, Georgia, Kentucky, Massachusetts, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, which I think is where they originated from, Tennessee, Virginia, Texas, South Carolina, Ohio, New York, Mississippi, Louisiana, Iowa, Florida, Arizona. So Pelicans Snowballs is like this. I think she was like a teen and she started this, and it's like blown up. But I absolutely love it, and like here's some of their flavors, right? You've got your normal stuff, you know, you've got like some banana, you know, you've got mango, you've even got like some semi-normal stuff, you know, like green apple, you've got where'd it go? Margarita, that's kind of like not too common. You got honeydew, cherry, candy apple, but you keep reading. Coffee flavor, cherry margarita, dill pickle flavor. I've tried it before too. I've tried so many flavors there. They also have like a Grim Reaper like super sour challenge. It's really not that bad. It's not that sour. It just makes you sick after a while. They've got a hurricane. Of course they've got tiger's blood, kind of like Kona Ice has. They've got toothpaste flavor. They have red velvet cake. That's actually really good. And they have like different toppings. I like to get marshmallow if I get red velvet cake, but my go-to is Skylight. And I like getting that with marshmallow also. So Skylight, I need to actually look it up. And explain to you like what it is. Okay, it's a light blue flavor that combines vanilla with cream, marshmallow, and whipped topping. It kind of tastes like cotton candy to me, but like really good. And I love it. And it's like It's like a special flavor that they've got. They also have Wild Thing, where they will mix a bunch of random flavors and not tell you what it is. They've got like mojito, they've got nectar, they've got caramel, they've got carrot cake. Like there's a mix of like okay flavors in here, and then it's like, whoa, iced tea. I've never heard of an iced tea flavor. What even is the pink unicorn drink? Is that still a thing? I didn't drink at Starbucks when that was like super big, but like I feel like that would like kill me. 500 calories. That would stop my heart. That would kill me. Yeah. Wait. How many? You said it had like 17 ingredients? Far too much work for a product that was basically just a grab at social media. That's why it was discontinued. That's crazy. Let's see, what other like crazy flavors? They have a wedding cake flavor, Wally Bobo, which is like a blend of grape and pink lemonade. Like they have flavors that are blends of other flavors. Strawberry shortcake, strawberry lemonade, strawberry daiquiri, strawberry cheesecake, spearmint. They have a spearmint flavor. Root beer flavor. And keep in mind, these are Snowballs, which is like a snow cone, but like smoother. Like it's like ice cream mixed with snow cone almost. And it's really good. And Pelicans, there's one at one of my favorite vacation spots, and I absolutely love it. I get it like almost every day I'm there. Lime, lemonade, lemon lime, kiwi. They have an ice cream flavor. Honeydew, of course. I think I've said that. Guava. I want to try that one. I don't think I've tried that one before. They've got an egg custard flavor, and some of the descriptions are funny, like dreamsicle. I can't, oh my gosh, it's orange ice cream pop, dreamier than Ryan Gosling. Like, they're funny, like, descriptions. Dill pickle, do it, you know you wanna. Toothpaste, you bet. And if we had to guess, Aquafresh. Like, it's great. Like, they're so funny. I love them. Like, they've got some funny descriptions. And then they have, like, signature Snowballs. And it's like rainbow, superhero, unicorn, frogger, shark attack, dinosaur, pretty princess, gone fishing, and butterfly kiss. And some of them come with like a little gummy on it. Here, I'll show you the little image. Rainbow's like what you think of when you think of a normal snow cone, basically. And then like they've got these. I kind of want to get shark attack because like that low-key looks fun. It's also like sour tsunami and tiger's blood, and I honestly feel like I would love that. I love like sour stuff, and I used to love tiger's blood flavor. Gone fishing, lemon lime, and polar punch. Yeah, what is polar punch? Polar punch. Like a light blue raspberry. And then I can't read what else it says. It's like so blurry on here. They have pelican bucks. They have like merchandise of their little like mascot. They also have like snowballs for dogs. Like you can get peanut butter snowball for your dog. That's not really like a flavor that like they sell though. I feel like they should sell that flavor to people too. But they have like pup cups, and it's like a peanut butter flavor snow cone, basically, or snowball. They have papaya flavor. I kind of want to try like an actual papaya sometime. Really want to. You can have them for an event. I want that so bad. Can I have snowballs at my wedding? I'm telling Joshua we need snowballs at our wedding if we ever get married. We're having snowballs at our wedding. You can also like own your own pelican snowballs. I think it's like you can like do an approval process and slate selection and like all of that. Like you can own your own pelican snowballs. I can't remember how much it was though. It's like a couple $1,000. Wait, how much is it to open a pelican's snowball? Okay. Initial investment to open a franchise is $70,000 to $200,000. Initial franchise fee of up to $25,000 with an overall upfront investment range of $81,000. Okay, I'm gonna save money and like low-key open one when I'm older. I want to open one near the mountains that I went to school at. Or when I'm older, if I've got that kind of money, I want to put one near my house. I freaking love snowballs, okay? Like, I need snowballs. Well, here's the thing. Doing that versus starting your own business, doing this, you do get money from it, etc. Like, you're not owning the franchise, but you own a part of the franchise, and it's already set up. They've already got a program. They've already got ways to help you out, stuff like that. A Subway franchise is like $20K. How much is a Chick-fil-A franchise? Oh my god. Chick-fil-A is expensive. It says up to $3 million for Chick-fil-A, but I feel like that's not quite right. Because that, oh my god, wait, they have it on the Chick-fil-A website. Hang on. Well, one source said like 3 million, but like legal right to, oh, because you gotta get a legal right. There's an upfront fee. Okay, that getting a legal right could be expensive. Okay. What about, you said Subway's like 20 grand? Dude, wait, Subway's expensive. Dude, I've had In-N-Out like once and I kind of miss it. I wouldn't trade it for my cookout though. I do like their Neapolitan shakes though. They're good. Next time I go to cookout, I need to get, not cookout, pelicans. I need to get a stuffed, I think he's called Mari. It's the name of the little pelican that they have on their logo. And I love it. But not all of them sell him. Some of them just don't sell him because they're not a walk-in restaurant. They're just a walk-up. But I want one. I want him so bad. He's your out. I need to get one next time. Did I ever do public speaking? Yeah, actually. So the wildlife rehab center that I work at through my school, or like, I guess it's more of a volunteer type thing. We get ambassadors, so ambassador animals, and you present them at the end of the semester and then all throughout the summer. But because the way the groups are and there's so many students, you tend to really get one animal that you present during the summer, because like you have 2 animals that you start with, but during the summer you're most likely only going to present one. So my 2 animals were Ivy, a possum, and Ziggy, an eastern indigo snake. I almost said blue snake. I don't know why I keep wanting to do that recently. So I had Ivy and Ziggy. Well, I was the only one in my group with Ivy, so she's who I presented the entire summer. And I love that little possum. She's literally my favorite ambassador. Not because I have anything wrong with the others. I just really want to work with mammals when I'm older, you know? I'm also not a bird person, but I do work with Nelson the crow. I added him on as my 3rd ambassador, which you can do during the summer. And I never got to be fully signed off because there was never a time where I was able to present him because he's been having like some arthritis issues. He's like 21. But yeah, so I work with a little crow too. But yeah, we go and we take these animals and we present to like different age groups too. So from like little kids to like high school age to even like adults. So yeah. Doing good. How are y'all? I might have to end this live stream soon because I do have like a quiz for a class I need to take, and I think I'd rather do it tonight or like I don't know, maybe I'll do, and you know what? No, I think doing it tomorrow would be better. Oh, that's a china closet, or cabinet. I don't technically know which. That's my mom's. I'm at my parents' house for right now because of Hurricane Helene displacing me, but it's got some of her like nicer glasses and stuff, and she has you can kind of like see these white things. She has these like dishes that have like golden wheat on them. That's some stuff from her mom, and then we also found some pieces to that set that we got for her. Her nice like wine glasses that we use for events, and then for some reason a glass cowboy boot. I think that's one of my dad's. We also have a goblet in there that's from like Germany. It's like a metal goblet that my dad got, and my granddad's U.S. Marine Corps like ornament type thing. I'm sorry, my leg. I need to like look at my leg. What is going on? Why do you hurt so bad? I think my muscle is just like tensed up. Like, I think I'm having like my muscles are tense. Oh, I never took off my scar patches. That might be part of the reason my arm hurts. Cramps are silent. It's not a cramp. It's like, it's not a cramping. It's like a, like that feeling where you're sitting there and it feels like your muscle kind of tenses a little bit and then releases, but then it like kind of hurts. It's not a cramp. And I probably drank more water than I'm supposed to today because I tend to do that a lot, and that can actually be really harmful. It's not a cramp, it's like a pain. But it's not a cramp. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a human doctor. Hang on, I'm gonna go toss these scar tapes. I think part of it too is just the constant sitting today. Like having to do homework and not really. Like lots of homework. I got a laser treatment today, so I was like sitting during that. I don't have military parents, so the ornament that we have is from my grandfather. And I feel like he wasn't like, I don't think he was insanely strict on my mom. I don't know. I don't know. But again, neither of my parents are military. I have family that's military, but I've never noticed that they were like super strict. But that's also like my extended family. I don't know, man. I feel like my parents were like kind of strict, but mostly about school stuff, not like anything insane, you know. But no, like, my parents aren't military. The ornament we have is from my grandfather. I might have misspoken, accidentally said father. Maybe I was cutting out when I said grandfather, but no. Yeah, I've never had military family. Joshua has, but I don't know. He hasn't really said anything about that. Okay, I'm probably gonna end this live stream and like, I don't know, go watch something. I'm kind of tired, but I also don't want to sleep. But I need to like go lay down and stretch my leg out because it's painful sitting. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching, and for those of you who like stuck around this entire time for this shit show, like you're a real one. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll probably do like another live stream tomorrow and whatnot. Bye guys.